And we're live. Here we are. It is the Kent Beck Scrum. Sigu, Zhao, Sam, and William. Welcome, William. I think it's your first Scrum. Welcome to the Out Adventures Kent Beck Scrum. In honor of Kent Beck, who just, says it depends because it always depends. And that's such an important thing to say. Let me jump into giving my update. We usually go around and give updates first. My update today, I've been working on local support and Website 1 projects. I have managed to get, with Raoul's help, the automatic pull request deploys working. Started on a data migration feature for Website 1. Haven't made as much progress on that as I'd like, but I have managed to fix the acceptance tests for local support add this button. So I'm quite pleased with that, even if I'm still a bit under the weather. Let's go next to Joao. How are things going with you, Joao?
Good, thank you. Yesterday I wasn't able to go to the Scrum, but I created a couple of pull requests for MedPlus yesterday during the day. I also just been moving around some stories for the async voter, and I was reading through the voter as well to create more issues there so people can vote. And basically that was it. I'm also just looking through another story for MedPlus, and today meeting with a client and had to prepare the meeting and everything. So that's it.
Great stuff. Yes, thank you, Joao. I'll just actually, all of the projects being mentioned are available in the Agile Ventures site if you just look through the project list. Let's go on to Sigu. Thanks, Joao. Sigu, how are things going with you?
Everything is okay. Yes, I was talking to Zhao about the client meeting. I was asking what time it is. He told me he stopped putting it on the events, but sent me the exact time. Unfortunately, it will be midnight, our local time, so I'll not be able to do that. So what I've done for the past few days was to send a pull request that enables someone to specify the version of Firefox that you're supposed to use. I went through some trouble trying to set up Firefox, so I thought it would be easier for that. I was also thinking about doing a wiki, editing the wiki, so that it reflects exactly how someone is supposed to do that. It's there in the code, but we don't tell it to the newbies how we can do that. Is that it, Zhao? What do you think about that?
We can talk about that afterwards because I didn't quite understand what you were saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Sigu was asking about updating the instructions on how people do PRs for MetPlus, but yeah, take that off to the end. William is saying he's doing the MOOC and he's just sort of hanging out there, which is all well and good. Let me just jump to Thomas. Thomas, how are things with you? Thanks to Sigu for that update. Thomas, what's happening in your part of the world?
Hi guys, nice to see you, all of you. We are launching a new project this weekend, so I'm getting ready for that. Basically, haven't done much coding on any Agile Ventures project recently, which makes me really sad because I won't be given any Hacktoberfest T-shirts from DigitalOcean. I have to quickly find something to work on so I can get my hands on the T-shirts. That really motivates me. Free stuff is always fun. But yeah, that's basically it. We are my students are working on so this new project is initiated by 2 of my students. So I'm just going to help them to scaffold that. And my other cohort is working on a new application using Action Cable. It is open sourced. Some AV members has already been there and helped us a little bit with some issues. So if you're interested in that, I will make a copy of that code base in Agile Ventures as well, because it's fairly interesting. Action Cable is a relatively new technology, and we managed to overcome some obstacles in terms of testing, integration testing of Action Cable, which we are very proud of, actually. I think that's it from me.
Yeah, out of interest, did the Action Cable, is it all, the tests are running on CI as well, are they?
And yes, they are. So we are firing up a Redis server on the CI and on Travis, actually. I thought that would be a problem. I knew I could do it on Semaphore, but we managed to set everything up on Travis.
Cool.
And yeah, so it's I was surprised.
Oh, that's great. Wonderful, wonderful. Good news all round, really. I just need to get over this bloody cold. Okay. Yeah, well, so that's the stand-up. We've got a little bit of time, actually, and I believe William's keen to do a vote. I wonder if we might just do a synchronous vote. We're working towards this new project called the Async Voter for asynchronous voting. But maybe we can do, I think we might have a live asynchronous vote that we can stomp on, perhaps, in the local support project. And let me take us over to let's have a look here, the local support Scrum here. Yeah, so we do actually have an asynchronous vote going on that I'm running, aren't I? Yes, I am. I was doing that recently. So we could start off by, the vote is sort of ongoing. It hasn't finished. We've got 2 votes there, and I know what they are. So we could all in this just have a quick vote on this. Let me just tell you about this story. So basically, this is the idea that we would have when new charities or volunteer opportunities are added to the local support project. So just for some people are completely new. So our oldest project in Agile Ventures is called Local Support, which is the software that supports this Harrow Community Network, which is a directory of charities in Northwest London, in England, where I am based. So if we zoom in there, we're just working on making it easier to share, explicitly share individual items on social media. But when somebody adds a new organization, the proposal in this ticket is that when it's been added and approved, then it would be automatically posted to some social media feed. Does the feature make sense to people? I'll just move over there, so I can see the chat. If people want to either tell me or just indicate in the chat if there needs to be more discussion of this feature before we get involved in the vote.
Can you move the other window to the right?
I can, like this?
Yeah.
I can also put the ticket in the chat if people want to see that. There's also, the discussion that we've been having in the Slack channel about the ticket already is, should this be posting to one place that then posts to all of Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn, or should it just be, just Twitter in the first instance? I think, if there's an existing system that will just allow us to send it to one place and it will go out to all the social media feeds, fantastic. But, if that's difficult to set up, just, simplicity is best. We'll just make it Twitter for the time being. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. So basically, for this, what we're talking about, more or less, it's so everything is built. We just need to add some sort of trigger when you add a site. It just triggers to some place that will do.
Yes.
Something is already done.
Yeah, basically, we already have all the functionality for people to add new organizations or new volunteer opportunities and so forth. We've got
and integration with Twitter and
yeah, it's basically it would need to. We've done this functionality in the Website 1 project before, so we've got a working example. So, for example, this Hangout that we're in, when we finish or at some point, it will automatically get posted to Twitter. So it's basically as new entities get put into the system, and the little wrinkle for the Harrow Community Network is that the admin needs to approve things, but I don't think it makes it that much more complicated. As you say, Joao, it's just a trigger, and the code we just would need to write would just be make sure at the right time, i.e. after admin approval, then post that stuff to Twitter in a nice friendly format that lets people know there's some new things in there.
I think you can start with Twitter. Yeah, and see people's reaction to it, how people react to that. Because Facebook, it might be a bit awkward if you add 3 things and you have 3 posts following each other. So just try to with Twitter, you can do 10 tweets and no one cares. Yeah, so it will be fine as long as it's Twitter that you're starting with.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So, William, if you have any questions about the feature, please feel free to ask in the chat. And obviously, you don't know so much about the project and the background. It doesn't really matter. For the purposes of the MOOC, it's just about getting involved in a vote and hearing on those things. So I guess I'll move us to making a vote then, if people are ready. So now probably William's not in the Slack environment, so maybe we'll do it just in the group chat here. We've been doing it in Slack recently for more visibility, but we've got one. I'll carry all the votes over there. So what we do is we type in the number that we think is our vote for this. We don't have press return yet. So if you get your number ready into the group chat, and then I'm going to do a countdown. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go, and then we'll all hit return at the same time, and we'll kind of vote simultaneously. So 3, 2, 1, go. Right. Sigu's voted for 30. So usually the votes are 1, 2. Is that now Sigu? Is that a vote for 1 or 3, or it's actually a 13?
It's supposed to be a 3.
It's supposed to be a 3. And okay, yes. Right. So we're evenly divided, with Joao and Sigu saying this is going to be a 3, which is a difficult story, and William and myself agreeing on it being a simple story. When I've been talking a lot. Joao, why are you thinking it's a 3?
I think this is a 1 if everything was set up with Twitter integration and things like that. As it is not, I think we should find it up, because this is a very simple thing that is just sending a message. But as we don't have an infrastructure behind it to support it, we need to also work with that. So that's why it's a 3.
Okay.
On my opinion.
All right. Yeah. Sigu, is Joao saying the kind of thing that same sort of reasons? Do you have other reasons for thinking it's a 3?
Yes, exactly. Because okay, you're saying you've already done it. You've already done the same thing for website 1, so it might be easier for you. But if you're the one handling it, and if it's another person handling it, it might have a point of 3.
Sure.
Yeah. Because if you gave that task to me, I would assign it 3, because I've not done it before.
Okay.
So maybe to you to be
right. I mean, should we split the difference and say it's a 2? I mean, it seems 3 is usually a thing that I would reserve for that involves a database change and a new gem, and it's sort of the top level complex thing, whereas even for the novice, I think having something posting to Twitter is not.
Yeah,
there's not so many moving parts, are there? It's not. Like if this was like posting to Twitter and restructuring the database or adding a new model, then sure. So I'm going to propose a 2 to split us down the middle. What do you think, guys? Should we go for a 2, or are you going to hold out for the 3?
Okay. From your explanation, I'll go for 2, but not 1.
Sure, Joao.
So I'm back. I heard your explanation, and we are going to add a new gem, and we are going to do changes. So that would be a 3, looking by your explanation. Nevertheless, I think we can go with a 2. It's more reasonable, as we are 2 3s and 2 1s. I think we can go with a 2 without any problem.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thanks, William. Are you happy to go with a 2? We'll move for 2. Assuming. Oh, go on, Sigu.
And by the way, how many possible numbers do you normally have for?
Well, we usually do 1, 2, and 3. I mean, you can do like 5 and 8, and there's the Fibonacci series to make it, to talk about things that are of ever increasing complexity. To be honest, though, I'm not sure. If anything is a 5 or an 8, I think it's sensible to change it over to be You need to break it in. It should become an epic, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're out of time for the scrum, but I think we've reached a conclusion there. William, thanks so much for joining us. Apologies that we may have been difficult to understand. I hope you were able to follow some of that. The video for the whole scrum will be available for your review. I put that link into the chat there for you. Also for your homework assignment, you'll need. Oh, no, I've lost it now. Is this the right one? Oh, here it is. Yeah, this is the link to the actual ticket, and yeah, you've done everything that you need to do for the assignment. So thanks so much for joining us, and see you all very soon.
Okay.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Bye bye.
All right, and Sigu, best of luck with your meetup tomorrow. And yeah, everybody have a great weekend.
Okay. You too.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye bye.